Good morning. I greet the Ring of Power. I greet all the ones who are in this challenging time with the deep research. What is peace about? And how can we raise our voice towards peace? It's shortly before sunrise, and I'm sitting here at a very unusual place. It's an olive tree just at a path in front of my house. So I decided not to go to the altar this morning, but to go to an olive tree, because we choose the olive tree as a card for the connection, for the frequency of the coming week. There's a shift that we now always take the card already in the evening. We had a little webinar and there we did it publicly and we choose the olive tree. And for me, this was really so fitting into the situation that it's time now for olive harvest. Here in Tamara, we start with the olive harvest. And so I started my meditation here under the tree. And while I started the meditation, maybe 1 hour ago, it started raining again, and it's so often in the moment when we open our prayers with a real open heart, rain comes. And it was this, I felt the frequency of the olive tree, and what a cultural tree. It is one of the first trees which was in connection of building culture. And the olive tree is very, very known for a tree for peace. For example, in the Roman culture, when men planted enough olive trees, they were allowed to refuse the military. Yes, and the olive tree has such a healing energy. From the leaves you can make tea, the fruits, they have healthy energy, the oil, and in the what we call the Fertile Crescent, the area in the Middle East, it was the tree for peace. And when we did our pilgrimages in the Middle East, we faced how much there is happening war around this beautiful tree, where the fight between Palestinians, Israelis in the West Bank, it's such an old story. And I greet all the farmers. I greet all the farmers which were not allowed to do in a protected way in their area the harvest of olives. And I feel the tree is really reminding us to dare to go for non-violence, even in these challenging times. And while I had my eyes closed, it was this, with the tears of the sky, with the rain, it was this feeling, allow your tears, but don't let your heart be spoiled from anger and violence reactions. Look that here, at this core, there exists a power of non-violence. And non-violence is not a weak energy, it's a high energy, a high decision. And I greet all the people, Gandhi or Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, many people who were looking their whole lifetime, what is really an answer on a non-violent frequency. And the olive trees, they teach us to surrender. They teach us to, even in the darkest night, face the unknown. And if you learn to surrender to what is right now, the answer will appear in your heart. And this I felt really strong this morning. And we had yesterday a meeting with Uri from Israel, Aida from Palestine, Martin from Germany, and some others. And we are looking about what is our standment, where we can really on a deepest level say we refuse to be enemies. We stand in a non-violence decision. and noticing what is happening right now. So many tears are flowing, so much this power, we cannot really act. But exactly now it's needed that we raise our voice, that we say what is happening, it's not happening in our name. And so we call in the power of unconditional love, and that from there we receive the answers and really find the pictures, what is possible now to do as reaction to end war. Yes, and in compassion to all the Palestinians who are now in prison in Gaza, we feel also in compassion to our Jewish friends. What is it now that we refuse to be enemies? What is it now? I saw in my meditation, I saw the possibility of a shield above Gaza with airplanes where we bring the food and the help to the people in Gaza. I also saw, and please allow me to first look for pictures, even that they sound naive. I saw meetings with peace workers from the Middle East. I saw meetings between people from Palestine and Hamas and very engaged peace workers of Israel to meet and to really look to see this kind of violence will bring a world war, I feel. So also as internationals, we are really challenged now to find answers. And I saw the possibility to give freedom to all the people who are in prison, and also to give freedoms to the people who were now kidnapped by the Hamas. I saw the possibility, but I know it's a deep decision and it needs a stand for non-violence. And in this sense, I don't want to give too quick answers, but we circle around. And I felt today from the olive tree the message, you as human beings cannot do it alone. It is about connection. It is about connection with the wisdom of nature. I felt Mother Earth and this motherhood, which is standing for all life, which has compassion with the perpetrator and the victim, and find the key where we can end this kind of perpetrator, where we can end this kind of victimhood. How can we really find the answer of the universe, which teaches us to inhabit this planet in another way? So we will have a gong here every morning at 10 o'clock, and we will find pictures more detailed, what we then also will send out as a meditation. And we invite you, maybe you do the same at 10 o'clock, having a 5 minutes meditation. Compassion, allow the pain to be. And from there, look which kind of answers arises truthful from our heart, without thinking in enemy patterns. We refuse to be enemies. On the deepest level, we are able to. So, still we greet the beauty of life, and still we greet our compassion, and let us find a stand. We are working until the 9th of November. This is where the Reichskristallnacht started, and where also the wall in Germany was opened. And we are preparing a whole day, taking a stand and doing a dance here together, finding a meditation power, finding statements, and maybe we will send you information for all the ones who are interested to stay with us in this prayer. And before of this, we will have the Ancestors' Night here. Some of us will stay the whole night awake and really listening to the olive trees, to the earth, to the waters, to the fires, to the voice of life, what it is to do right now for us. And we greet the channel to the ancestors. We greet the indigenous wisdom. There exists knowledge how to inhabit this planet Earth, how to build community in truth, trust and transparency. So I greet all of you, and let us stay connected, all the ones who are really looking for a voice of peace. Ya Asim.